Hi there, welcome to my channel. It's Eclipsing and today we're going to have a very bad time, and by very bad time I mean I'm going to look at some old art and cry. Before I start, just a quick disclaimer that any roasting I do of my own art does not mean your art is terrible. I just want to make this video entertaining and really emphasize the difference that time and practice can make. You know, this is just for the memes, for the lulz, ew. But hopefully this can maybe be motivating for some of you, and honestly, we're just here to have a good time, right? Gonna have a very bad time. So this is my Deviantart page. This is after Deviantart started their whole Eclipse campaign, which when they announced it, I was like, oh, whoa, excuse me, hello, hello, Eclipsing. So these are my, you know, public posts, which as you scroll back, they get slightly worse. But we want the good stuff for this video, so how about we look at the rejects that I can't have public on my page. Public storage. Ooh, we have 200. I have as many public works as I do private. I can't help but think that this one was sarcasm, but even then it's a little too much, you know? The eyes are like giant saucer bug eyes, and I appreciate the attempt at the hands, but we all know I still suck at them. Welcoming 2012. Holy crap, I am old. At this point, my Deviantart name was still Eclipse 113. I changed it around like 2011, 2012. I don't remember. I obviously did not think that through. I obviously did not change it 2011 because this was published 2012. I'm stupid. Okay. It's a comic. All right, we're gonna look at this. So, why do you study yourself to death? Because I'm not pretty like all the other girls, so I might as well try to be the smartest. I'm pathetic, aren't I? And it's like, because I want to be with you. Please, lovely, even though I'm ugly. What is this? Oh, why is this so like our nice girls vibes? Like, you know, I think I was trying to make some sort of weird one-shot snippet, like, you know, kind of like a parody of like a manga, but honestly, this is so bad. This is clearly using the flat brush for like everything. I think there was a point in my life when I really liked to include butterflies in drawings, and this is one of them. The skull is okay. I think the hair by itself is okay. But what is this pose? And this dress? I'm actually really confused. Like, does she need to pee? Why is she sitting like that? Who is she waiting for? The bathroom to be unoccupied? Like, what is this? I was also like super into having a bunch of overlays and I don't know, various effects, glow effects. I still like to use glow effects, let's be real. But I was really into using things and like putting patterns and stuff, so I don't know what's happening in the background and why it's like this. I drew this line art on paper with ink in class one day. I just have some sort of weird anime mech war. I don't know what this is, but it's like kind of cool looking. It's got like angel wings made of like swords or something. So here's the thing. I liked, and I still kind of do, like designs with very like mechanical or very like high-tech looking clothes slash just the body, like maybe like an android character, but I sucked and I still suck at designing them. So it's a very confusing looking design to me. It's just so bleh. It's like, oh, let's have some rivets or something. Like, what is this? And oh, kneecap, cool. I hear some wires around the shoulder area. At least the smoke cloud thing is pretty cool. It's got that very East Asian vibe to it. Fun fact, this one got flagged as NSFW on Tumblr when Tumblr decided to sterilize itself. Yeah, this one is amazing proportions. Look at that arm. Oh my goodness, that is, she needs to work out. This was drawn in ink on sketchbook, and then I scanned it in and I colored it digitally in Paint Tool Sai. And then I think I added some sort of canvas filter on Photoshop. Why did I do that? It looks really weird. Like, it makes the lines look all jittery. Ignore the arm of the girl in the background. Ignore the arm of the girl in the background. I don't know what's happening. She looks like she's in a cage. She has a weird hat. Maybe it's a beret. I can't tell. Oh, another thing I really like to do is add scarves to characters. I don't know. I just realized how big and egg-headed this person is. Like, what? Why is her, like, eyes down here, but then her, like, forehead is up like this? Why is there so much? Oh, this one's cute. It's done with pencil on paper, and I scanned it in and I tinted it with digital tools. I can't paint. Goodbye. Yeah. How the turntables. This is probably like my first attempt at painting like digitally, and it's okay, let's talk about what's wrong. Too soft edges, but also too hard edges. Not enough contrast, like in the hair, what is happening. A haunting face, questionable fashion. Weird colorful shadows that are too opaque, like under these butterflies. And then there's like this really very, very pointy face shape with the chin. I used to draw faces very pointy. Very thick, dark eyeliner, which nothing wrong with, but it's very jarring against the rest of this stuff. The hair is white, but the eyebrows are thin and black, so I'm confused. Oh my gosh, I have so many of these in storage. This doodle is so cute. So if you didn't know, I used to, from like 2009 till 2012, I used an avatar to represent myself, and basically it's just me, but with like a long blue shirt with leggings and Pikachu ears and a tail, which is, you know, very creative, as you know. And I just used it for several years as my representation. So it actually shows up in a lot of doodles, and for my like profile IDs, I did a lot of that. So yeah, this was cute. Here's one of my OCs, Zyra. She's, you know, very vibrantly red. She loves to gamble and risk, and this is a thing. I'm pretty sure I did not clean up the coloring in the hair, so that's terrible. Ooh, okay. Yeah, why? You know, I remember being very proud of this because it was like a pseudo painted. It's like mostly lined and colored, but I did like overpaint part of it, especially for like the balloons and stuff. And I was like, oh, this is like a cool like design, whatever. What a cool guy. Oh, but why does his face look like this? Why are his lips so low? Question mark? And his head is like super big too. But I like the balloon. That looks nice. Like if we isolated the picture to this corner, this little quadrant right here, that'd be a good picture. The anatomy is really questionable. What is happening right here? This was supposed to be for a webcomic that I had in mind. Not exactly maybe like a full webcomic, but even just sort of like a, you know, very short one-shot sort of thing that I had an idea for. But I never actually executed it because I did not believe that I could actually draw the way that I saw it in my head. Oh, what's this? It's an unfinished fan art of Ouran High School Host Club. Kiss, kiss for love. The full picture actually was a lot bigger. This is just the small corner of it. There was actually the entire main cast in the picture, but I don't know where the file is anymore, so unlucky. You know, back in the day, I was actually very into drawing backgrounds and stuff. Like, I was not afraid of drawing backgrounds, did not get too lazy on them. maybe not the best portrayals, the best technically skilled in doing things, but you know, I went for it, so at least it's like interesting to look at. I remember I was very proud of this when I first made it. I was like, oh my gosh, look at what I did. Like, this is such a concept, and I don't know, it's colorful, but again, the anatomy is very questionable. Like, the head is just giant. Now, again, like anime art, obviously some things are exaggerated, but I feel like the top part of the head is just way too much. Like, if I could shrink it just a little bit, that'd be good. I'm like kind of confused too with the placement of where she is and the canvas. Is she just kind of like how are both of her elbows on this canvas, but like the stool is like to the side. I obviously also got really lazy with the feet here. I don't know what's happening. I covered it with the swirl because that's not obvious or anything. The fish are kind of ugly. Oh my god. Okay, so this was for some art contest in Shoujo Beat group or whatever, and the theme was distance. And I decided to go with some I'm 14 and this is deep thing, where it's like, oh, this girl and this guy who see love as a game, and they're like the rulers of their own kingdom, and then there's this like emotional distance between them. And I literally don't remember too much about the idea behind this, but I do remember that these glass chess pieces were a pain in the butt to draw. There are several ways to interpret this. Chess is a strategy, tilde. Great to figure out what your opponent is thinking. I've applied the idea of chess to a couple. They don't even know each other anymore, thus the blank, unrecognizable faces. I think I just didn't want to draw them. Digits. Oh my god. So, this was some technology themed OC, but man, that anatomy and design. I don't know what to say. I see Vocaloid influences, like the Miku boots. But yeah, I'm really confused. And look, there's me! There's me! The head is like really big though, but I'm pretty impressed that I went through the effort of drawing all those music notes. I'm pretty sure I probably looked it up. Fua time. Oh, Miku, what have I done to you? This is a truly iconic Miku song, but also I don't know why her arms are like that. Like, why are they so angular, and this seems long, or maybe this is too short. The hair is shiny and nice. That's really nice. But the rest of this is, what is this? This is titled Unwanted, which is some deep emotional stuff right here. I mean, the anatomy is kind of this is head, just ignore the head. But the composition is not that bad. It's just, it's easy to see this and be like, oh man, cringe, but also mood. I just want you to love me for who I am. I want to be accepted. Oh, kill me. This one is called Wishing Well, and you know, I used to draw such creative things, and now I'm just like trying to draw something in general because I don't really have the motivation a lot of times. I remember making the stones on the well was just it took forever because I had to go one by one, I had to line them and I shade them in, and that was a pain in the butt. But you know, but this is a unfinished dress-up game that I made in Flash, which is like, woo, we're going way back with this. So I had an OC named Q. That's him without a mouth. And I don't, oh my god, there's an otaku shirt. The best part is I didn't do any sort of object locking on it, so you have to like actually place it over exactly. Chola means butterfly for those who don't know. Oh my gosh, I don't hate it, but really, again, butterflies. This one is called 1000 Cranes. It's a good idea. Maybe execution could be better. There's cranes. Ooh, look at these buddies. This one. Oh, buddy. Buddy, why are your arms like that? This one's called Wishes in a Pond. This is like the first thing I drew when I got my first tablet. I had recently visited Lotus Pond, so I got inspired. And well, here I am. Now, I guess. She is so shiny. I remember spending forever on this because I wanted to try painting without line art, and it was kind of a disaster, but also was kind of cute, but also kind of creepy. It all depends if this girl knows this guy and if she likes him back. Otherwise, like, dude, you gotta stop. That's weird. That's real weird. So I like to read Black Butler back in the day. Look at this anatomy. Look at this suit. What is happening? Why is he so wrinkly, but in like a weird rigid wrinkly? This drawing took so long and there's so many little details in the background and in the clothing. I want to make a sort of I Spy kind of drawing where you find all sorts of anime and game references. I drew the lines with ink on paper, and then I scanned it in and then colored it in Photoshop. So I don't think I could zoom on here, but for example, some of the references would be like Ed Elric in the background here. You have the twins from Ouran High School Host Club, Luffy from One Piece. You have, you know, more and more stuff in the background. There's Sailor Moon, some kid cosplaying as Sailor Moon. What is? I can't do an Old Deviantart Post video without my beloved first original character. He's originally named Rio, but I've since renamed him Rai, and he has a different design now, actually, because I was like, this design sucks. So now he has an even cringier one, but it's complicated, so it looks cool-ish. Shut up. I don't actually hate this drawing that much. I actually do like the wings, kind of. They could be better executed, but I like the overall look. I think the city back there is kind of questionable looking. Just like, don't look at it too hard. Don't get murdered by the murder twins. Here's spring, and here's winter. And those are the only two I did. Ended up not doing autumn or summer because I just gave up halfway through. So this is an iconic Vocaloid song, and I decided to draw it. Here's the original eyesore of World Is Mine. Miku, I am so sorry. Please forgive me. My utmost #1 waifu. Okay, so I did a series of comics depicting the sort of chibi versions of Ed and Alphonse Elric from FMA, Full Metal Alchemist, and this is one of them. Big brother, this wasn't exactly what I expected. I am such a genius matchmaker. Oh my gosh, this is done with MS Paint. Oh, look at this edgy drawing of a vampire. Why is he so edgy? 'Cause he's bleeding, holding a rose. You know he's a romantic, but also, watch out, he's a bad boy. Please kill me. This one's called I Miss You, which I guess it's kind of sad looking. I think I just read a lot of really sad like one-shots, or like they're like romance or something. I don't know. All the characters in it are like middle school too, and looking back on it, I was like, why is everything so dramatic for like characters who are like maybe 13 or 14? I'm so confused, but you know what? I was also in middle school, so it made a lot of sense to me. This one's called Neko Girl because there's a cat, I think, and there's a girl. So obviously cat, girl, cat, girl, cat, girl. Oh look, more sinful drawings with my sinful hands. This was definitely drawn on paper, and then I took a picture of it. I did not scan it. I took a really terrible picture of it in terrible lighting, and then I lined it and colored it in MS Paint. So these are supposed to be sisters in some weird fantasy RPG setting. Why are there layers like this to her dress? Why does she have a belt that doesn't attached to anything. It's not like making things fit on her better. They're also not like holding anything to her. You know you're a great artist when you don't even finish your lines. Like, she doesn't have part of her arm here. What happened? Girl, why? This one is called Blue Eye Beauty, and she has blue eyes. Alright everyone, this is my first upload ever to DeviantArt, and it just says whatever, and the title is a smiley face. I don't know how I feel about it exactly, but I also think this is very fitting. It's just, you know, whatever. Anyways, thanks so much for joining me as I opened the vault. There are definitely a lot of other drawings that I didn't show. I definitely skipped around a lot. If you want to see more to boost your own confidence, I'd be down for it. Or maybe if you want to see some art that I do keep public, just a waltz through some of the older art that I have, but I didn't post any videos of because it was before I started doing YouTube, then I could walk through those too, and I would definitely love to talk about them. Thanks for watching! Bye bye!